pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Hot Wheels Hilarity Special Delivery. Now, compared to the last time I made a Hot Wheels Hilarity Special Delivery episode, that was just pretty extravagant, consisting of nothing but large accessory kits. Except this time, I'm going back to the bare basics, by just using single Hot Wheels cars, and not going as far as 5-packs would go. But of course, there are plenty of things to look out for, including the fact that some of these cars are color shifters, and some of these are also pretty rare. So, let's get to unboxing all of them. So to start this one off, we got ourselves a realistic model that I bought not too long ago. This is a red Volkswagen Scirocco GT24. Kind of low to the ground, has a splitter in it, but it's still a fun item to collect. Next up, we got ourselves a color shifters car. This is a racing drone known as RD08, and this one can change from black to white depending on the temperature of the water that you have it set to. Now, I did have a yellow RD08 from the Super Mario series, but of course that one did not perform too well on the track. So, I bought this RD08 with smooth tires on it just so it can perform better. Next up, we have ourselves another Batman series Hot Wheels car, but this one is in fact a motorcycle called the Batpod. Yeah, this motorcycle could do well on the track because its wheels are much larger, but I'm still not too sure as to how well it will perform on the layout that I put this one on, just because it's a motorcycle. Next model I have here to unbox is another fantasy model. This one is called Steel Flame. It's got brown colors and essentially has black flames on it. And of course, from what you can already see, besides the fact that it has black flames on the sides, along with specialized looking wheels, it does have a country imprinted bed on it, and it's also pretty low to the ground, but that could cause some dragging on it. Next up, we have ourselves a Ghostbusters series Hot Wheels car. This is the original 59 Cadillac, better known as the Ecto 1. It looks highly detailed, and I really like its design. And from what you can already see, besides the fact that it has some great details on it, is the fact that it does have removable accessories on the top. And I do like how this looks firsthand. Mattel just does an excellent job with casting details on it, and I do like to test how the wheels spin, because sometimes when I unbox Hot Wheels cars, I eventually find out that they're bad rollers because of something that goes on in the manufacturing process. Next up, we have ourselves another color shifters car to unbox. This one is called Rig Dog. It's an especially new addition to the Hot Wheels series, and it's especially new to the color shifters. And of course, this one also features different colors that can be changed according to the temperature of the water. Right now, this is in black, and it's a 6-wheeler too, so I can't tell if that's going to be an improvement or an advantage on the track. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. Next model I have here is another realistic model. This is another concept car that I have here to unbox. This is a red Shelby Cobra concept. It does look great for being a concept car, and for being a Shelby Cobra in the modern day era, it's safe to say that it just might do well on the track, though I'd have to find out. Next model I got here is another fantasy model. This is a metallic gold colored RD-06, which is the last racing drone that I have just picked up and collected from my Acceleracers collection. It's pretty shiny, of course, because of its metallic paint coat and the fact that it has red with it. It's a really good mixture. Here we have ourselves another fantasy model. This is part of the HW Road Trippin' series, which came out quite some time back in the day. This is an orange backwoods bomb with a teal attachment. And of course, when I said that this was an attachment, I'm saying that the teal part can be removable. And it's pretty easy to remove, so I don't know if that's going to help or not, but if you take a look at the front though, it actually does kind of resemble HW Rapid Responder, or more likely HW Rapid Responder resembles Backwoods Bomb in the front, so I don't know how that's going to work. Here we got ourselves another realistic model. This is a model that I've been trying to find for quite some time. This is a red 17.4 GT with white stripes. Does look awesome, being that it's a 17.4 GT, but of course, to find out how well it does on the track, I'm going to have to set up a layout for it, and I'm hoping that it can do well on the track itself. Here we got ourselves a third Color Shifters car, and this is an older addition to the series of the Color Shifters. This one is called Speed Spider, and of course, like all the other Color Shifters that I got, according to the temperature of the water, this can change color. Now, Speed Spider here currently is in a light blue sort of color, but I'm more than just willing to find out exactly what other colors out there Speed Spider can be turned into, depending on the temperature of the water itself. And I'm hoping that it does look well no matter what color it's in. Finally, we have ourselves yet another fantasy model right here. This is from the 2012 series of Hot Wheels cars. This one's called Troy Soldier. This is very similar to RD-06's color scheme that I have here, because it's also in a metallic gold and red color scheme, almost all around. It's Trojan style. It just really makes me feel like this is a good item to your collection of Hot Wheels of any sorts. Just like all the other cars though, I'm just going to have to test how well the wheels tend to roll, but the only way to find out for sure how well it will roll is if I put it inside of a layout that I choose to put it in. So, I'll be right back. And here we have ourselves the testing layout that I made on this coffee table right here. I got all the cars lined up here. This does feature quite a lot of obstacles for these cars to go around. From beginning to end, we got ourselves the launcher, we got ourselves a few high-speed curves, we got ourselves the energy track right here, we got ourselves a kicker loop, we got ourselves some low-speed curves as well that are sitting on top of some of the supports from a Hot Wheels accessory kit that I got recently. Here are all the cars here that I'm going to be testing out right here on this layout. And surely let's hope any of them can make it to the very end mark right there. I'm going to start this one off with Speed Spider. Second try. Let's give it one more chance. Here we have the 17.4 GT. That wasn't too well. That was no better. Here comes Rig Dog. Oh, darn it, knocked one of the supports over. I'm gonna go fix it real quick. So the support's now back under it. Try it again. Now we have Steel Flame. Oh no. That wasn't good. You can see here that Steel Flame is actually pretty low to the ground, similar to Super Tune and Switchback. And this, in fact, will cause a lot of dragging to happen, especially in the curves. So this is pretty much just going to hinder its performance to an all-time low. Though, it still does look pretty nice. Let's give it one more chance. Go. Oh no. Volkswagen Scirocco GT 24. Knocked the support over. Did it again. Yeah, that's not going to do well for the Scirocco. Third time ain't the charm. Well, at least it didn't knock the support over. Though, you're out. The bat pod. Let's push it. Let's give it one last chance. Well, at least it made it further than I thought. RD06. Well, what do you know? RD06 just made it. Nice. Shelby Cobra concept. Yeah, that's not good. Let's test it on the rest of the layout. Well, you made it, but unfortunately that does not count. Here we have the backwoods bomb, and of course I'm just not going to use the attachment for this car, so let's just use the car itself without the attachment. Let's move the loop out of the way real quick, and then go. Ready, go. Well, at least you're consistent. Troy Soldier. Knock the support over. I'm noticing a pattern here. And you did it again? Oh, okay. RD08. Oh, try it again. Let's try that again. Flew out of there? One more time. Yay, that'll count. Finally, we have the Ecto 1. Now the accessories just came right off of it, but of course, you could just easily snap them back on like that. And here you go. Okay. One more time. Let's go. Hey, what was that? Was that a shortcut or something? Well, anyways, I just tested it without its accessory, so that's it. Only 2 cars out of all of them, which were RD08 and RD06, were able to successfully pass the test without any problems whatsoever. But I'm still hoping that whatever happens out there for any of the other cars, they do well in any layout that I put them in whatsoever. Even if it just involves something as simple as just boosters and curves, or loops and curves, or anything else whatsoever, I'm just hoping that whatever happens, whatever kind of obstacle these cars go through, I'm hoping that even if they are very hard, they can just do something. And of course, loops aren't really meant for every car that you have. Sometimes boosters would become a problem Curves would become especially problems for cars like Steel Flame, of which that I had tested. Some cars that are pretty long also tend to drag in curves. There's plenty of open wheelers that would end up getting ruined by the boosters, and I feel like that's just about it for this part.